life, we are oftentimes left with questions we cannot answer. People demand explanations and proof, but all we have is the undeniable truth of what Christ has done. In John chapter 9, a man born blind was healed by Jesus. When pressed by the Pharisees, he gave the simplest, most powerful testimony. "One thing I know, that though I was blind, now I see." That declaration is not just a moment in time. It is the very essence of salvation. It speaks to every believer who has been brought out of darkness into light, from death into life through Christ. As Jesus passed by, he saw a man blind from birth. The disciples asked, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" But Jesus answered, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but that the works of God should be revealed in him." John chapter 9 verse 3. Jesus made clay with his hands, anointed the man's eyes and said, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam." He went, he washed, and he came back seeing. John chapter 9 verse 7. The Pharisees could not accept it. They questioned him again and again. They even called in his parents for questioning. And his parents, afraid that they might be in trouble, they replied, "He is of age, ask him." John chapter 9 verse 21. When the man was called in again for interrogation, he stood firm and declared, "One thing I know, I was blind, but now I see." John chapter 9 verse 25. He didn't argue doctrine, religious rules, or tradition. He simply testified to the reality of his encounter with Jesus. Later, Jesus found him and asked, "Do you believe in the Son of God?" The man replied, "Who is he, Lord, that I may believe in him?" And Jesus said, "You have both seen him, and it is he who is speaking with you." And the man declared, "Lord, I believe," and he worshipped him. John chapter 9, verse 35 to 38. This is the essence of faith. We were once blind in sin, unable to see the truth, but Christ opened our eyes. As Ephesians chapter 2 verse 5 says, "Even when we were dead in trespasses, he made us alive together with Christ." It is not about having all the answers. It is not about defending religious rules or traditions. It is about the undeniable transformation. I was blind, but now I see. Friends, your testimony is not about clever words. It's about the reality of Christ in your life. You don't need to explain every doctrine. You don't need to defend your faith. What you need is the truth that cannot be denied. Jesus saved me. I was blind, but now I see. So walk boldly in that truth. Live as one who has been brought out of darkness into his marvelous light. Let your life be the evidence. Let your joy, your peace, your transformation declare these words: "Jesus is Lord, and he has opened my eyes." This is Reflect with Stella. May your life be a living testimony of the one who gives sight to the blind and life to the dead.